So I'm talking today about the psychology of our times, what it is, and the improvement that I offer through Gentle Genius and a Better Way coaching. And when I'm talking about the psychology of of our times, there's been a real generational shift where things that occurred before are almost cut off from what's happening now. And I think some of that is good, and in some ways we're losing things. And right now we're seeing a lot of randomness. People are buying into the notion of, conflict everywhere. Share your opinion, irrespective of the others. Just make your way, your buck, and just, not care about whatever happens in your wake. And I think we're seeing, a breakdown in some ways of the, of a culture of goodness, or at least some commonality and respect for one another. And in some ways in our legal system, where we need to have ideals of fairness, equality, equity for all people. I mean all people. Black, white, green, brown, transgender, straight, lesbian, everything. We need to have a commonality. And, people in this day and age, I think one of the central facets of this breakdown in the psychology is this pursuit of success, okay? And when I say a better way, I am talking about a better way to pursue success. I'm not saying leave success aside, but, with the cultural changes, like people are kind of caught off guard. People, even from previous generations, and they think that means, we should just get rid of all our values and just hop on the Instagram, TikTok Express, whatever it be, and throw everything in that way. And I'm saying, no, we can recognize there are needs for improvements of a lot of things in the past, and there are also essential values that we need to hold on to. And we can't pursue success without, a sense of the whole, and without a sense of collectiveness. And how I came to these understandings is that, a variety of factors. One was that, people hear the terms narcissism, psychopathic assault, but, that just rages and jealousies, people came at me, like in an unusual fashion. And this goes back over 30 years ago, where a dynamic came into place where people just kind of attacked me, irrationally, and I think that, and viciously, and I think that a lot of us are accustomed to in this day and age, or acclimating to the sense that when people attack others, oftentimes it's a reflection of those who are attacking, and that people with potential, chosen ones, people with ability, are often irrationally, unsensibly attacked by other people. And, rather than this being, and then another factor was when I got, I'd been raised with a civil rights background from my folks, and that when I got pulled into a divorce setting 30 years ago or so, I saw that there was a breakdown in our American, judicial system, that there was not fairness at root. And so all these forces kind of came at me, and what it meant on a lot of levels is that I had to stay strong, not only stay strong, and even more, grow and change greatly in the process to develop personal strengths, interpersonal strengths, as well as, visions for society, better ways for society. And so it was what I'm getting at, the combination of all these forces coming at me, and my capacity to stand in, and because I had a purpose, I had fairness at root, to stand in there and say, I'm not going to be bowled over, and I'm going to recognize the errors in how people are coming at me in American systems too, and I'm going to, I'm going to ultimately stand for a better way. Not only stand for equality and fairness, but pose a better way.
Your success and societies. Act from purpose. Act assertively.
And so my methodology in terms of a better way, Gentle Genius coaching, is not about condemning anything. If I go back to in first grade in James Madison, Scranton, PA, there was George Washington's picture on the wall and this kind of thing. I am a believer in America. I'm a believer in American systems, however flawed they may be. So what I'm getting at is this psychological breakdown that people think they have to cut off others, be coercive in terms of, achieving their goals. And So I'm not condemning, I'm a lover of America. And I'm saying that we just have to, where we can have corruptive influences, we need to reinsert fairness at our core, be it legally, economically, politically, stop with all the noise, and really hone to just right and what's fair. And that's a transformation. That's a transition, I'm influencing, I may be leading, I'm encouraging, however one would put it. What are some of the underpinnings of that? Well, first of all, redefining success in some ways. To say, I'm all for millionaires, billionaires, whatever it be, and that whatever success, be it a Bank of America, a huge bank, a family, an individual, that success has to be coupled with our strive for our monetary success and a healing energy in the world, or a purposeful energy at a minimum. We have to be cognizant that the world is kind of tattering in some ways. I don't want to say crumbling, but we need integrity as part of what a better way is to me. And so it's the ideal of pursuing your success and helping the world at large. And like for a bank, that means you make your money and invest in communities in a healthy and fair way. Families, if you're going through a transition, do it in a way that doesn't tear the family apart. Do it in a way that upholds a sense of family, no matter what direction an individual or a couple could go in, or this kind of thing. And people pursuing their dreams. Yes, go out, make the money, do the things, be creative, and help the world have a healing effect in the world as a facet of what you're doing, as a major component of what you're doing. And this is what a better way is to me. And it means, again, to have that integrity at the core, right? That we got to be honest. It's just, we don't have time for games or nonsense anymore. So on that note, I'd love to invite companies, families, and individuals to, in this new year, to consider Gentle Genius Coaching. It is a breakthrough. I see it as I call it, sometimes I talk about this diamond transformation process, where you become a diamond, be you a company, family, or individual. You start to become you go from coal to diamond. You get very strengthened, because what's unique about Gentle Genius is my knowing the challenging psychology of our times and really developing remedies. And mostly, I talk about goodness is strength. I also say that developing your purpose, gives you this strength, a true purpose, which we help you identify, forge, and then communicate appropriately. A true purpose helps you navigate the world in a much stronger, more resilient way, and ultimately helpful way, so that you learn, beauties like, becoming assertive appropriately, not aggressive, not passive. These are trainings and coachings and methodologies that I have developed over, an intensive form, in some ways going back 45 years, and in other ways an intensive form for 30 years. I've developed these methodologies. So, if you're looking for training for companies, coaching for individuals, and mediation for families, Gentle Genius is the place to go. So please do take a look at our website. We've got a variety of ways to reach it: restoringourhumanity.com, The World's Genius, and theworldsbestmediator.com. All those are routes to access me. And if you want to consider, have a conversation and see how you can get 2026 and really the next decade off to the right start, and learn this psychology of our times, to say that you can be good, that your goodness is a strength, that you can be good and purposeful, and that's going to be more enduring than the meanness and crassness of today. And that's where, I'm bringing a new, the psychology I bring is the psychology of our times. And, I really have created a better way, and you'll have to, and if you apply, we welcome you in. You'll see how you can really be yourself, your authentic self. And I'm talking about a company, family, or an individual. Really find your purpose, the true you, and still succeed. And succeed in a way that you feel good about. Not by cutting off others, by asserting yourself appropriately and helping others. It's a revolution in thought and experience, and it's something I'm proud of. And that's why Gentle Genius in my life and work is, it's the psychology of our times. And I've created a better way to pursue success. Nobody's putting aside the goal of success. I'm just saying there's a healthier way, being collaborative, respectful, emotionally intelligent, all these kind of things that accelerate your game. They may put you on a longer path, and they may not be a shortcut, and it'll be a more enduring path. It'll help you push aside the distractions, push aside the negativity, and succeed in a healthy, honest way, which is what you, me, and the world need right now.